Oh my god. Ah!
Okay, live stream is starting. Okay, I'm gonna wait for some people to join the stream. And no, I do not want to turn on super chat. Stop asking me, YouTube. Also, there's gonna be background noise as usual, so let's wait for a person or two to drop in. Might as well tweet out that I'm streaming. Okay, how do I do this?
Still trying to fix your computer?
No, I'm just working on stuff. It doesn't matter, Jacob.
What just happened? Ow! Ow!
You okay, Jacob? You okay? What happened? You okay? What happened?
I was holding the bow, the fake bow. I shine my nose.
Be careful then, Jacob. Do I even have anyone on stream yet? Okay, one person's watching, and I can't even get to my own stream. Piece of junk, YouTube. Which, if there was a viable competitor, I'd switch without a second thought. Here, I have to go to my channel manually because there's no button to do it normally. Of course. Does this thing just not want to work? Okay, let's see if it says that I am streaming. Here, live now. Okay, now I have the link. Go to my channel. Looks like the mic is working. Twitter, I'm just tweeting out the link. Here. Streaming right now on YouTube. Okay, it says one person is watching, so either is a glitch or one person actually is watching. If someone is watching, just let me know. Am I gonna get more viewers? I mean, I know it's tonight's a Super Bowl, so I'm probably not gonna get a lot of viewers. Dilly, what time is the Super Bowl? Now? No wonder why. Oh, I do have one viewer. Welcome. Okay, so whoever just joined, just let me know in chat, just because I'm curious to see who is watching. I'd just like to get a sense of who my audience is. Am I gonna get anyone else? Anyone? Okay, I guess I'll just start. Anyways, I'm just working on the next episode of the reference guide right now. And what's with the stream health? Looks like everything's good. So why is it saying the stream health is not so good? It looks like it's good. Whatever. Let me just check the mic. I'm just working on the next step. Yeah, mic is good. The feed looks good. Yep, the feed is good. Okay, let's do this. So, I'm just setting everything up. Oh, come on. I lost the viewer. Whatever, I guess no one's gonna watch this stream. Whatever it is, it is. So, here is what I'm working on. This is the intro so far for the next episode of the reference guide. So from the looks of it, I need to make this a bit faded. So let's adjust the blending settings for the track. So instead of source alpha, let's do not add, not subtract. I just get messing around with it. Screen, overlay, hard light, dodge, burn, darken, lighten. Actually, maybe if I do it as source alpha but adjust the transparency. Perfect, that's exactly what I want. So right now there's no sound simply because I didn't put sound yet. I'm just working on the intro itself. It's gonna be laggy because I still need to get my computer fixed. Hey, I do have a viewer. What's up? Glad to see someone is watching. Okay, so anyways, here is what my intention is. Right here is the actual script of the video. Let me X this out. I have multiple monitors so I can see multiple screens while you guys can only see this one. Anyways, this is the script for the intro for the reference guide. What I'm doing with this is that I'm essentially making it right now. Now the problem in the last video was I was having trouble getting the actual thing right here, the Star Wars style intro to work. And I did some tests on that. I figured out how to replicate it using a couple templates as well as some small edits in Sony Vegas. So now that I have that done, because that I had to do on my own because it was a lot of thinking, stuff like that. I can't really be entertaining while I'm thinking. So now it's just a matter of actually doing the intro part, which I've done it enough times that I'm confident I could do it without issue. So also another thing, oh, I have a couple viewers. Welcome. So welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. I'm glad people are actually watching this the Super Bowl. I don't like the Super Bowl, so I'm glad other people are at least ready to enjoy this. So I'll try and be as entertaining as I can. Now, one thing I did is that because here's the thing with I should show you actually instead of doing anything. And also, I wish you guys told me in the last video that part of the screen was cut off. I'm working with a 2560 by 1080 screen, and because of that, it's an ultra wide. So it was cutting off part of the screen because I had it set to 1920 by 1080 here. So if you take a look at these two right here, this is the original text box from the process that I made. Now, what I mean by the process is just the process to replicate the cutscene. This is available online for you to download. This is the new one that I remade. Now, the reason I did that is because originally when I was grabbing the text box, I did not know what I'm doing, and I still kind of don't know what I'm doing. But I did it in such a way so that way I could at least get it working. Now, the problem is if you compare the two together, you could see that there's a very clear gradient with the actual coloring of the text box. And I wasn't able to replicate that originally with this text box, and that's because the way I got it, it's a whole long story about why, because it looks simple. You just grab the middle part and you do the transparency, but no, it's because I was working on the actual process still and I wasn't sure exactly of how everything works yet. So because of that, I wasn't able to do that. Now that I have everything set up and I know how everything functions properly, I was able to go back into the game and rip the text box properly. The problem is I couldn't find the thing in the game assets, so I had to mod in a green screen, and after I modded in a green screen, that was giving me difficulties, and to make a long story short, I did it now. So right now, the idea is to make the intro. And the reason I'm making the intro is because this is going to be the intro of the video. The ultimate goal is to finish the intro at a base form with stand-in models. What that means is that this is not the final model. This is just a temporary placeholder model that's just here for now. And what's going to happen is eventually, once this full thing is done with the temporary models, I'm going to send this off to the actual, to the voice actresses, so that way they could get a good idea of what they're actually recording for. And then once that's done, they're going to send me their clips, and I'm going to put in the permanent models, and then the intro is pretty much going to be done. So that's the idea. So right now I'm finishing up this part so that way I can send it to the voice actresses. So right now what I have to do is I have to start getting the text scroll ready, and I have to do a couple other things. So first off, I need to launch GameMaker 2 and grab the actual the text itself. Now, in order to grab the text itself, it's literally a matter of copy paste. Again, if you guys want to make your own cutscenes, this stuff is publicly available. If you look on some of my previous videos, you can find it, and I think there's a tutorial somewhere for how to do it. So all I do is open, and the purpose of this is to get a proper text scroll function working. So 2.1.1 text scroll GameMaker 2 text scroll GameMaker 2. So essentially how you just get the actual text scroll to work is that you replace the text here with whatever you want to say. So here. So how it's going to work is that this part right here is the actual, that's part of the Star Wars intro bit. And then what's going to happen is right at the end, Nora's going to interrupt with a little pause icon. So if you look right here, so it's going to go, 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 and then stop. So right here is auto, and then stop. It's to show that this is a Neptunia thing instead of Star Wars, just that little hint and everything. And then also in the beginning, long ago in a dimension far, far away instead of a galaxy. That's the whole idea behind that. So it's as simple from there as copy and paste into GameMaker 2. And you always want to put a space right at the end for just in case purposes. Sorry for any background noise. There's also a full tutorial of how everything works in the actual thing. So as you can see, once you put everything in there and you hit the play button, then this screen will pop up, and if you press the left and right arrow keys, it'll actually give you a preview of the text. So once you click also, then it will start the text scroll, and the right click lets you reset everything, which is really nice. Now you don't want to do it from here, because if you do it from here, then it will cause some coloring issues. The point of the previews, so that way you can see, if you look right here, that it's actually scrolling off the text box. So because of that, I need to get rid of it, and you would think, okay, just move the now part right there to the next line, but it doesn't really look nice if you do that, so I'm going to do it right over here, because this just happens to look nicer. Now how you do a new line is you do a hashtag, you want to make sure everything is right, put a space right there, and press play. Which Neptunia character besides Vert do I also dislike? CFW Trick, obviously, probably. Actually he's a better character than Vert for a couple reasons, but as you can see right here, this looks a lot better than if I were to keep it as just putting now at the end of it. Now what's happening here is, I should have Bandicam open actually. So from here, all I have to do is put it on game mode. And you have to do this in a couple steps for a couple of really dumb reasons. And I have to make sure that the recording settings are right. So I want in 60 FPS, quality 100. All that looks good. The show cursor is off, audio should be off, everything looks good, and the save location is right here, anime guide 1. That's exactly where I want it to be, and the coloring looks good, the FPS markers there. That means we're all set and good. Now how it works is I press the record button, which is F12 on my keyboard, just a simple hotkey, wait a few seconds, press the left mouse click so that way it does the text scroll, then right when it gets to the end I wait a few seconds, then I stop recording, and I press it twice to get a simple 1 second long recording. There is a good reason for that. It's complicated, not explaining in this video. Do I like cookies? Who doesn't like cookies? And the whole point of that is so that way I could get everything in a proper format for everything to be right. Now I'm going to navigate back to the proper folder, so the temp folder, anime guide 1, and I'm going to make a special folder just for the actual recordings right there. So game maker, and this is for organization's sake, because if you don't organize it properly, then you're going to run into trouble. So let me just do this. This is just so that way Windows doesn't Sony Vegas doesn't bother me over this. Project media, you don't need to know what this is. Here. Those two, is there anything else offline? Here. You guys don't need to know what that does, that's just for me to know. And right here, game maker. So now that I know that this is the first line in the actual thing, I'm going to just check it real quick just to make sure it's good. I'm only going to check it now just so that way I know it's good. For some reason it is blurry, but I think that's because my monitor is blowing it up real big. So I'm going to first 1-1 and 1-0. 1-0 is finished and 1-1 is the scrolled. Have I heard of and played Super Monkey Ball? Super Monkey Ball was part of my childhood. I broke well, not me, my cousin broke so many controllers of mine playing that game. That was a lot of I was actually at one point, I ended up scrapping the video, but at one point I was actually working on a video, everything wrong with Super Monkey Ball. That was kind of fun because there's a lot of messed up things in that game if you think about it. I ended up scrapping it simply because of the fact that I got bored, but still a fun game. I wish Sega would make more of those games, to be honest, because that's like a really good series of theirs. Okay, here. Okay, it really doesn't matter. Here we go. Now the whole point of this is, right now I'm just trying to get a basic version up and running even. So this isn't even the full of how the actual text box is going to look. I'm just getting a basic version of even that up and running. So I know that this has to go to the -341, I think. Yeah, -341. Then I apply video effects of the chroma keyer. Click OK. And I have a preset for it. Green screen 1, and as you can see, it did it perfectly. Now watch this. If I do a text scroll, so I just press play, it should work. There might be some lag though. Yeah, so there is some lag, but as you can see, it works no problem. So I need to make that as long as I possibly could. Let's make it really long. That should be great. Okay. So now that that's good, wow, 5 people watching. I should do this more often. Oh yeah, by the way, next week, and actually later today, I'm doing a practice run. Next week is my 1,000 subscriber special, and I'm going to be breaking a world record for it. So yeah, be excited for that. More details later in the live stream, really. Okay, so I have to get the actual text scroll for each individual one of these and then record it. So right now I'm just getting them. I just wanted to put the first one in just so that way I have the first one. But I'm going to do everything else with that later on. So if you guys have any questions while I do this, because this is simple and I don't really explain anything, then just lay them on me. And right now it's just going to launch, and I have to preview it just so that way I know everything is working fine. Also, is there any issues with the stream? Wow, 6 viewers, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to put a space by is, and then another one I'll figure out where I have to do it. So is space being and then I have to do that again just so that way I could see where I'm supposed to properly put the next space. It has to run the compiler, compile all the assets, blah blah blah. That's just how a game engine works. Put it in the preview. 7 viewers, wow, this is awesome. I don't think I've gotten this much ever. So as you can see right here, the problem is that it actually goes right into the text box. So as I said before, you don't want to just take the word time right there and put it on the next line. It just doesn't look good like that. So you want to do this time on the next line. So right here. And always make sure that after the period at the end you put a space. It's because there is a glitch with this that sometimes makes it that it will erase the last letter or the last character, whatever it is. So let's say if you were to put a second period, then if the glitch happens, then it will make it that it looks normal. But if the glitch doesn't happen, then you have 2 periods, and that's a problem. If you put a space instead, it will erase a space, which is invisible anyways. So I'm just making sure that this is working fine. And that actually doesn't look as nice as I was hoping. I think that works better if it was only 1 line, not 2. So instead I'm going to move it and have only 1 thing at the end. So you would think that this is supposed to be perfect, that you're supposed to do it in a way that, you know, something, there's a set formula. But no, you're actually supposed to eyeball this a lot. Just that way you get it to a way that you like it. Maddie says, I hope there is a new Super Monkey Ball game on the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, Steam. I doubt it, and to be honest, I haven't really played any of the Super Monkey Ball games after 2, and I didn't really like the ones after 2 anyways. Oops, I put it, that was really dumb, I put it in the completely wrong place, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so, wrong button on my keyboard, there we go. So I just need to proofread this, just check to make sure it looks nice. And this isn't final, by the way. This is most likely going to be final, but worst case scenario, I could always go back and change this because the system is meant to be modular. Right now I'm just getting everything up and running. So you can see right there, there's actually a grammatical error. I might as well fix that because why not? Yeah, I might as well fix that. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, so the problem with that, okay, it wasn't. I'm gonna try this. This might work. It's that it recognizes that right there, the little dash. It recognizes that as a stop point, and it's not reading that into the thing. So I have to find a way. I heard that if you put a slash, then it will ignore it, but I have to make sure or find a way to do it. No, it's not reading it properly. Maybe after? Or maybe between. I doubt between, but let's try that. Actually, no. Like this, maybe. Maddie says, I don't really like Banana Blitz as much as Super Monkey Ball 2, but I thought the game was slightly average. I haven't played Banana Blitz. I'm mostly saying it based off of what I've heard. You know what? I'm not going to worry about this right now. This isn't really a problem. The thing with Super Monkey Ball, in my opinion, though, is that... and also, Super Monkey Ball 2 was a great game. It had a horrible story. Like, oh my god, that was so cringy. Who would think Super Monkey Ball with a story? So ridiculous. If anyone has any questions on any of this, like how it works, everything like that. Wait, it actually worked this time. It put the parentheses this time. I don't know why. That's really weird. Okay, I'm not going to complain. Whatever. Okay, so press F12 to start the recording. Who's my favorite Neptunia character? I've said this before, it's Plutia. She is best girl simply because she's a complete psycho, and any scenes she's in, she makes the scene 100 times better. Okay, so let me check those recordings. Perfect. Wait, great. That's annoying and really dumb on my part. So yeah, Pooty is best girl. Also, she is insanely strong. You have no idea. In episode 6 of the anime, there was a scene where, oh my god, I'm at 8 viewers. That's really awesome. Anyways, in episode 6 of the anime, there was a scene where she threw the Nep doll at the ground so hard it created a crater. Now, that doesn't really sound too impressive if you think about it, but think about it like this. I ran the numbers, and because of the size of the crater and a couple other factors, she had to throw that teddy bear at around 1/10 the speed of light, and this is in her base form before transforming. I was originally going to do a video on it, but I got lazy during the scripting stages and got busy with episode 4 of the reference guide and didn't end up doing it. So yeah, that's a thing. So this is 1 1 and 1 0 1-0. Wait, oh no, it's 2-1 2-0 and 2-1. So also, one thing you should keep in mind is that you have to actually divide up the things in a certain way if you're getting it properly voiced. So I'm getting voice actors to do this. So because of that, I actually need to retroactively go back and re-grab this one part depending on where the pauses in the sentence are going to be. It has to do with how this has to be edited, but it is something you have to keep in mind. So this right now, again, is just for a preview, just so I can send it to them and they could get an idea of what's going on. 9 viewers! Oh my god, this is getting really, really awesome. We did never hit 9 viewers before, which sounds really dumb, but keep in mind that my channel is like mediocre and I'm not a good live streamer. Okay, I'm letting so that's Neptune's part, and then Noir says, no, I mean, why are you trying to rip off Star Wars? Can't you just do it normally? Okay, so again, right here, I have to do this again. Again, if anyone has any questions. I hit 10 viewers watching. That is absolutely awesome. Welcome. I've never hit this much on a live stream. Yep, 10. You just there's a delay, that's why. So I'm just making sure the sentence is done properly. So Nux Emblem just said, yo, one anime cast dude, I've gotten 16. Okay, the thing is, I don't really live stream so much, so because of that, I don't really get too much viewers. I should be no, again, I don't live stream a lot, so because of that, I just don't get that kind of viewers. It still says 10 on my end, so it's not 11. Looks like there's a 30 to 60 second delay. And also my live streams are utter trash because I focus more on making really cool videos like this right here, so I get my subscribers from these cooler videos. Well, I don't think I'm too entertaining in terms of the live stream. I think, at least in my opinion, I feel like most people are really coming here so that way they could learn the intricacies of like video editing and game editing and stuff like that. So this looks good in my opinion. This looks like a really good thing. Oh my god, I'm at 12. That's actually really amazing. Okay. So welcome everyone. This is the highest viewer count I've ever hit on a live stream, so this is really, really awesome. Since I have 12 viewers here, just want to mention that I'm doing a 1,000 subscriber special next week. I'm going to be breaking a world record. At least I'm trying to. And later tonight I'm going to be doing a practice run. It is the longest time without blinking, so that is a thing I'm going to be practicing later tonight, probably around 9-10 o'clock or so, if you guys want to tune in for that. And then next week on Sunday I'm going to be doing it again. So let me just make sure that that thing was grabbed right. If I was doing this without live streaming, I'd probably be able to do it a lot faster, but why not? So as you can see, I got that right, and I have to grab both of these and put them in the right folder. Shut the door, cause the mic. Thanks.
Billy.
Oh man.
It's not a big deal if there's a bit of background noise, Billy. Okay, so this should be 3-0. If it's not, I'll change it after the fact. It really doesn't matter. Oh, nope, that has to be 3-1. This is just for organization's sake, just so that way I know what exactly is what. Now, for the time being, I think I'll put that on hold simply because of the fact that I have to do all those, and that will take a lot longer, and I feel like you guys are probably getting bored by this point, so let me move on to another part of it. So, another part of this is I have to actually put the actual name tag on top of the thing. So, how it works is that it transitions into the thing. I might as well launch Neptunia just so that way you can see how the intro is supposed to work. And I analyzed this just to figure out how it's supposed to work. I already figured out how this works, but you're supposed to replicate it.
How does the body get
I lost 2 viewers. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Least favorite cabin. How do you dislike Agnes? She's such a troll. It's amazing. Okay, so right here. So pay attention to the bottom area right there. So as you can see, first off, if I press the stop button right there, then it does that. And also this area stays. That's kind of important. And if I let go of it, then it does that. So
here in this reality shift realm are 4 presiding CPUs. Each reside.
So look, that does not go away.
CPU
and
Blackheart and her land of black regality. Last station.
Least favorite character. Mewtwo is useless, but Ivoire is like the because I made a whole video on, I made a troll video. This was a while back and there was some editing glitches, but whatever. So I'm just trying to show you guys how this is supposed to work.
CPU white.
So the bottom area always stays, and then this
CPU green. CPU. Here, the CPUs fight and.
Now I'm able to replicate that, but it is kind of tricky. So instead what I am doing is, at least for now until I can figure that out completely, I have a workaround. So first off, where did the name area go? Did I not rip it yet? I think I did. Modded shortcuts, green background, Deadpool. New Rebirth 1 text box. Okay, looks like I didn't finish it yet. So this is just part of the video. This is also part of the video. Just some little things I have to work on. Well, yeah, but we can. Oh, okay. So looks like I'm gonna have to fix that for the next video. So sorry about that. I guess I'll turn off desktop audio in that case. Okay, essentially what was happening there is that I was explaining how what you're supposed to do is that different areas of the text box work in certain ways, and you have to be able to replicate that properly. So right now what I'm doing is that I'm getting ready to replicate that. So I already did the bulk load of the work. Oh, okay, so I did do that, I just didn't save it. Or I did it, but I didn't finish it. Not a problem. This should only take a minute or so. Actually, do I even have to do... No, I don't even have to do this, actually. This is not a problem. Nux Emblem, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, says it that he likes Ivoire's name. It's fun to say. Yeah, his name is kind of fun to say. I would lower the volume. It's that I usually like to test everything before I set everything. So right now I just turned it off since I'm probably not using it too much anyways. So right now, since that's good enough, I'm going to save as, and this is for all intents and purposes finished, Neptune. I need to save it as a PNG so that way it has the proper transparency. Yeah, all the characters have really funny names. And with that done, I need to go here. No, let's not cut, let's copy. I want to have everything that I need in one folder so that for organization's sake. And as you can see right there, let's say if I turn that off, so if I mute the track, it looks like there's nothing there, but if I unmute it, it looks like that it's added there properly, and that's the idea. So that's for Neptune. I'm a moron. I actually have to reopen Neptunia, and I have to grab the Noir one. Now the one thing is, I'm not sure if I have it modded to be green screened right now. So if that is the case, then I'm going to have to do some annoying things on the screen. That'll take a while. So essentially right now, I have to... Oh, didn't want to do new game. Actually, it's not a problem if I do new game. So skip. So this effect right here with the skip icon, I can replicate, but I want to wait a bit. So I'm just going to have it as static for right now. Oh, come on, it has it as their CPU names. Okay, yeah, so also I have it as their CPU names, and also I don't have it modded properly. So let me relaunch the game, and I have to figure out which cutscene I need to mod properly. Did you know that the name for the CPUs you recruit in the original Did you know you can name the CPUs you recruit in the original Hyperdimension Neptunia game? Yes, I was aware of that, and I'm also aware that you could actually change something on them, like an image on them. I think it's their logo or something. I need more subs for that debunk video. That was well done. I know, I did my research on that because I really love SAO. It's a really great series in my opinion, and it's really underrated. Okay, let's see if I could get to a Noir scene from here. All I need to find is a scene. Okay, here, perfect. So this will take a few minutes just for me to get everything in place and create a new save file, but it's fine. So it's probably going to be really laggy on your end because of how I'm recording it. The recording right here doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get to a certain area. So once I get to the proper area, what's going to happen is that I'm going to create a save file. Then once I create that save file, then I'm going to figure out what the background in that area is and mod it to be a green screen. The reason I'm doing it like that is because I was having issues with modding everything to be green screen, so I'm just doing it like this for simplicity's sake. Because I don't want to have to troubleshoot everything. I spent like 3 hours a few days ago trying to just troubleshoot everything. It's really annoying. So here. Right there. Perfect. There we go. Underrated. We'll agree to disagree. However, I think the problem is where SAO dipped in quality. No, the reason I say it's underrated is first off because the Mother's Rosario arc, which was legitimately well done, and then also, one second. So this is the background. Let me see if I can do this right. I need to make sure it's in a certain way. So that might be a small problem, but I might be able to fix it from there. Okay. I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. Maddie repeat. I don't like. You're probably talking to someone else. I have high hopes for Alicization though. Then again, okay. Alicization is legitimately amazing. Alicization probably is going to be the best arc in the series. I'm reading through the light novels, and it is legitimately the best arc in the series. And that is major coming from me, considering how much I love the Mother's Rosario arc. It's my favorite arc in all of anime by far, and I absolutely love it. Mother's Rosario was amazing. That is before it forsook their convention. I don't understand what you mean by that. The reason I say it's amazing though is because it's mostly for personal reasons. Let me just get back to the actual thing. What the? OS installs Z. What is going on here? What the? What the? Z? That should not be there. I'm gonna figure that out after because that is incredibly weird. The light novels give off a better impression though than the anime. Yes, it depends. The GDO arc in the anime was absolutely amazing. Not in the light novels was amazing versus the anime, which wasn't as amazing. Yeah, I know. What anime are we we're talking about Sword Art Online. Really great show. Let me just get back to what I'm doing, just because I want to keep you guys somewhat entertained with how I'm doing everything. So first I have to find the actual thing. Okay, if everything is the same exact thing, I might as well just try it. Okay. No need to close that actually. Let's do this. No, wrong thing. Okay, now I have to open up the pack editor, and I have to navigate to the proper folder. Here we go. That should be under ripping tools mod. No, original here. Should be game 0 right here. Drag and drop. Type. I don't want the PNGs. I want the .tids. I'm gonna do 1 through. You know what? Let's do 1 through 40 because I know it was giving me some problems before, and I don't want to miss it, but at the same time I want to make sure it's right. So let me replace it. It might freeze, and now that it's doing that, I can actually talk. Mother's Rosario was amazing, but Alicization is even more amazing. The one thing I will say about it though is that they're probably gonna really mess this one up, because the way it's done in the light novels is incredibly complex, and some of the inner monologues and some of the character motivations, I don't think A1 Pictures is capable of properly adapting it, especially considering the previous adaptation. Now, no one really says that SAO is a bad adaptation. No one except for me that is. It's actually retrospectively a horrible adaptation. The only proof I need to prove that is the minor small murder in a safe zone arc in the original first story arc. In the light novels, it was actually done really well. They cut out half the scenes, half the character motivations. They did everything wrong with that arc. What the unexpected? Okay, if that's the case, then I don't want to do that. That's a problem. Okay, let's do this. Sorry about that. Here we go. Let me just do the first 10. See if that works. Where is it? Here, pack editor. Okay, as I was saying, there are a lot of the murder in a safe zone arc. One thing that happened with that arc was that, first off, they legit went to Kaiba himself and asked him, oh, you know something, there's these certain things happening, and we need to know certain info of how you could die in a safe zone, whether or not it's possible, which would kind of reveal to us as the viewer, if it was adapted, that he was Heathcliff, that Heathcliff was Kaiba. To a certain extent, it could hint that, but that would actually be better because the excuse they gave made absolutely no sense. I mean, the abridged series did it better, for crying out loud. 14 watches. This is really awesome. Anyways, what is going on? What was I saying? I'm just trying to wait for this. I'm juggling like 8 things in my mind. Perfect. So that's done. Let me try it with 20 now. I need to figure out which TID right here is causing the glitch. If I do 10 at a time, eventually I'll find it. Anyways, I should try enabling super. I don't want to do super chat actually. I could. I don't want to. The reason why, I do not do YouTube for the money. I do YouTube because I do YouTube. It's fun for me to do YouTube. If I start doing it for the money, then it won't end well. What I'm considering doing at some point is opening up a Patreon for my channel. And if I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give 100% of it to charity just because I feel like it, and then I'll match that. That's what I'm thinking, at least. And the idea behind that, 1, it's a great publicity stunt, and then 2, if I do that, I'll obviously be getting money for charity, which is nice. And then 3, I don't know, it would just be a good idea in my opinion. So, yeah. That's something I'm considering, but super chat is not something I really want to do because there's just no point in doing it. Let me see if this one works, though. Any questions? Okay, so that's done. and I need to now put it back into the game. So right now, if you are new or you don't know what's going on, right now I'm just modding Neptunia so that way I could get everything right. I have to go here, right here, and this needs to be copied and this needs to be pasted. Wait, nope, that's the wrong area. I need to go to the game files. Should be under here. No, in the meantime you could read this, I guess. This is the script to the actual video. I'll work on the top screen, I guess, if I can find it here. So if you guys want to read that, let me just get the chat open. What games am I looking forward to in 2018? I'm looking forward to the upcoming release of Cyber Dimension on PC, and that's about it. Not much good games in my opinion that I'm excited for this year, especially considering how disappointed I was from Danganronpa V3. It's absolutely the worst game in the series by far. Like, I've never seen a game that bad in the series. It puts Neptunia Action U to shame. Here, 1 second. Rebirth 1 data. Nope, that's DLC data. And where is the other thing? Modded Rebirth 1. Copy, paste. So the full file is pretty large, at around 2 gigs or so. Now how it works is I'm copying and pasting it to here. And sorry if I'm a jumbled mess right now in regards to both commenting and but replying to you guys and doing this. I'm just trying to organize everything so that way I could actually be doing something on screen while at the same time replying to you guys, and it's not as easy as you would think. Unknown 00. I'm not sure if that's an original or if that's modded, so I labeled it as unknown. Now this needs to be a 00, and now I could launch the game. Rebirth 1. I've never played Mega Man. I always found it to be an interesting game, but I just never got around to play, and I don't think I ever will, simply because of the fact that it's hard. I don't really have the time to sink a ton of time into a game that's not Neptunia for obvious reasons. As you can see, right now I'm working on this video and it's taking a while. Okay, here. So once I get to that area, what I might as well do actually is I might as well just grab everything. Lorca just said that he's new to the channel, so welcome. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Okay, let me screen record in this case so that way I could grab all the names. So yeah, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm just trying to get as much frames of these as possible so that way I could properly grab them when the time comes. Music in Mega Man is so good. Yeah, it really is. There's games in my opinion with better music, but Mega Man has some really good music. Perfect. There's Noir's name. That's exactly what I need. So I'm just trying to get as many names as I can. Since it's the end of the game, pretty much everyone's name is here, so. No, maybe I should make a Mega Man Neptunia crossover. I don't have time for that actually, but that would be really cool. So, yeah, if anyone here is new or doesn't know what's going on, then someone in chat please just explain in case they have any questions, since I'm just trying to grab everything I can and juggle everything, because it's not as easy as you would think to make videos on a live stream while responding to viewer comments. Like, when I have like 2 or 3 viewers, it's not a problem. I mean, it's disappointing when I have 2 or 3 viewers, but it's not a problem replying to comments, because in that case, it's 2 or 3 people commenting every now and then. When I have 14 people commenting, talking to both each other and me, it makes things a bit more tricky. So just bear with me, because I'm not really used to this. I need to get to the proper areas. Oh yeah, if you tag in chat, that makes things a lot easier for me to see who you guys are talking to. So yeah. Where did I save that to? That should be saved to the anime 1 folder. Perfect. Now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it into Vegas. And the reason is because if I bring it into Vegas, I could actually export a screenshot from here, making things easier. So right now I'm only going to really grab Noir's thing, since there's no point in grabbing anything else for right now. Let me get a new video track. Yeah, Vert is really such an overrated character. If they were to kill her off, I would not mind. I really just wouldn't care. At least they could give her a little sister. I mean, seriously, if they give her a little sister, they'll solve half the issues. Because she has no no personality beyond that. 15 watchers, that's awesome. And the craziest part is that I have 15 watchers when tonight's the Super Bowl. Meaning that I expected originally that no one would be watching this. But as it turns out, everyone is. So that's really, really awesome. Okay, maybe I should do a top 10 Neptunia characters at some point. At some point, though, not anytime soon. Way too many videos right now that I'm working on. So I have the text box properly ripped. Now from here, all I need to do is rip the name for Noir. The issue is going to come in the fact that there is a slight transparency, as you can see right there. Sorry for any background noise. Or we could just make Blonde our little sister. That would be... I don't know. Would that work, actually? I don't think that would work. I mean, it would have its issues, but I wouldn't complain. Crop to right there. Here. Again, sorry for background noise. My brother's a psycho. Why does it always lock the first layer? It's so annoying. Here we go. So normally I would grab it in a certain way, but because there's certain transparencies and stuff attached to it, I have to grab it a different way. That's a bit more annoying. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, it should be fine. I was thinking actually a while back. This was a while back, keep in mind. I didn't end up making this. I don't think I really have the time to end up making this. But I was thinking of a video, just a fake Neptunia cutscene. What ends up happening is that Blonde and Vert accidentally switch bodies. The idea being, would Vert rather have little sisters, or would she rather have her large chest? And it would be like a moral dilemma for her. So I feel like that would still be funny. Again, I'm in the middle of so many videos, I just don't have the time to make it. That should be good. So right now I'm just getting rid of the edges, just so that way everything is right. Billy, shut the door up there. Billy, shut the door. Thanks. Okay, I'm missing half the comments, so sorry. I'm just focusing right on this so that way I get it right, because once I get this done, it's kind of permanent. I mean, I could go back, but I don't usually want to, so I'm just focusing on this just so that way it's good. I want to make sure I don't have to go back a second time and re-grab this. And that should be it, I hope. Now here's the problem right here. The problem is, as you can see with Neptune that worked, but with Noir it's a problem. I don't know how I gonna do this? Seriously, can he be quiet? It's so annoying. So how did I grab this originally? I'm not even sure how I got this originally. No, what I could do actually is... Would this work? Let me grab this. I hope this works. No, that won't work. This is going to be tricky. Can I identify the font maybe? Maybe I could identify the font. How would I feel if Rom was Vert's little sister instead of Blonde? It wouldn't make sense in canon. That's a problem I have with it. And Rom is too innocent. Ram, wait, oh, you said Ram. Ram, I wouldn't mind as much. How am I gonna do this? This is a pretty big problem. If it was a consistent thing, then that wouldn't be a problem. Okay, let me see if I can find a font identifier. Okay, good. I can upload an image. That makes things easier. Okay, let me save it to pictures. Temp. Let's save it as a JPEG because I'm uploading online. Okay, it should be under the pictures folder. Seriously, can he be quiet? Temp here. Highlight the text that I want to. Perfect. Match it. I'm really hoping it's not a custom font. That's not it. None of these are it. You know what I'm gonna do actually? It's gonna take longer, but I don't care. No, actually, that wouldn't work. Cancel. That just wouldn't work. How did I grab it originally? Oh my god. Okay, I'm trying to think. Originally, what I did is I grabbed the thing in the text box. Neptune was in a specific location. I did something with the coloring. That's all I know. You can pretty much find any kind of useful thing like that very easily if you know what you're doing. Okay, let me think. So what I did is, with no text on screen, I did that. Was this already like that in that case, maybe? You know what? How about this? I will use a similar font. I don't care. And these fonts cost money, and I'm not going out of my way to figure out how to pirate a font again. That was ridiculous. Do you guys have any idea how hard it is to pirate a font? Okay. Noir. Okay, let's do it as... Let's do it as black. Seriously, can he be quiet? That's not gonna work. Oh my god, this is getting really, really annoying. I don't know how I'm doing this. What I feel is, I feel originally I didn't have to do anything with this, which is weird because if I didn't have to do anything with that, then how would I get it? How did I get... search up font sites. Just search how to identify a font. It's really easy. He does not know how to be quiet, does he? Okay, here's what I'll do in that case. I will cut this, paste in place. Let's see if I could do it from this angle. I think I actually might have an idea, actually. Somewhat of an idea, at least. Actually, 1 second. Would I be able to find it in the game mod, maybe? I doubt it, but it's worth a check. Name. Here. Okay, I'm really sorry guys for the background noise. My brother is a moron. You have no idea how much of a moron he is. He does not know how to be quiet. Okay, so it has the text names, which is good enough. If it has that, then I should be able to find it. So that's under world. Now if I go to game 00, it might have it here. Parts, no. Area, battle, maybe. Parts. Boss, change, control, normal, main CL3. I don't think I'll be able to do anything with this, but let's check. No, that's a .dat, which I can't do anything with. Boss, attack. Okay, it's probably not there. Results, no, it's not there. Okay, blog. Background config, maybe? No. Develop, no. Event, maybe it should be under event. Script, can I edit the script? I might be able to edit it with Notepad. Let's see what happens. No, let's not do that. Okay, so what it looks like is that this is the actual text that happens in the game. So this is what it does. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to chat, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing. So this isn't gonna help much. MP, what's this? Oh yeah, that's that. Interesting thing if you do that, by the way. I'm not showing it now though. MA, actually would the names be here? No, that's animations, and that's face. Okay. MA, I don't think this is it. Yeah, this is the CG. Okay, icon, this is that stuff. Effect is probably not it. Yeah, it's not effect, that is for something else. View, no. Actually, that was title. Let me check. I really doubt it. Worth a try, though. Video, no. Gallery, guild, menu. Let's check menu. Equip, item, library, party. Let's try party. Lily, no, it can't be Lily, actually. Title, no, it's not going to be there. Okay, quest, remake, skills, status, system. Let's check system. No. That's just the system settings. So this is just the settings. Museum, music, picture, shop, symbol, title, town, title, copyright, and logo. Am I able to find it? The best bet is for it to be an event, but I can't find an event. Maybe for script eventually. Let me just, let's say, do this. Okay, no, it's not there. I think that the actual text box is rendered in a different thing. I think that's rendered in system, so let's check there. Those are CG files. I don't think I could open those. Effect, copy, shadow, anti-aliasing. Nothing I could do. No, MP. All.cg files. Database. Nothing I could do. Global. These, I could open all of them. I don't think any of them will help much though. Dummy black, dummy white. No, this is part of the text box. Bingo, to an extent. That helps a lot, but not fully. It's that I could work with that. That will help a lot though. Scripts, encounter off, and enemy destroy, enemy pop, object maybe. 5-point hidden location save, treasure warp. No. Search, main.cl3. I think this is just the actual search function for in dungeons. Yeah, this is just searching in dungeons. Face, enemy, all these are .tid. Let's check these. Someone's thing got marked as spam. Sorry about that. I don't know why YouTube is so annoying about spam. I don't want things to be marked as spam, and it does that. So these are just the faces, I guess. It doesn't really help much. Transitions. More faces. Mini. That could be useful, but not for right now. Enemy. I think I know what this is. Oh, yeah, this is actually for in battle, really. Yeah, this is for in battle. Okay, so it's not under that. Loading is just loading screen. Oop, nope. Script, again, already checked that. Okay, it's not under global. Protect, copy. That's just copyright. Sound, it's not under sound. It's not shaders. Window, maybe. Let's check whatever this is. That is not as useful. Actually, it is just as useful. Icon.tid. This is every single icon in the game. Okay, seriously, YouTube, stop flagging everything as spam. So annoying. Okay, this is just every icon in the game, not useful for right now. Let's check this. I'm just trying to see if they have the noir thing. It's so annoying. Game over. Would it be here? Model, weapon? No, it's not weapon. Skills? No, that's just skill data. Not 2000. I doubt it's here. Name. Okay, I cannot find it, which is really, really annoying. So at the very least, what I could do is I could recreate it to an extent. So this looks lower res. I think the other one is higher res. Let me find the other one. It should be under global. Right there. Okay, let's copy that. And it looks like I'm gonna have to remake it from scratch, which is incredibly annoying. Anime guide 1, paste. And let's open in Photoshop. It at least makes it easier, though, I will say that much. Okay, the only thing I need is right here. Oh, it has proper transparency even. That's actually really good. Not going to use it right now, but that is good to know. Can he be quiet? Oh my god, he's like an animal. Oh, that's supposed to be there. Okay, let's X this out because I don't need it. And what I'll do actually is, this might actually be simpler than I thought if this works. Let's cut, paste. don't think this is gonna work, but it's worth a try. Edit, free transform. Seriously, stop flagging everything, YouTube. Okay, yeah, this is not gonna work good. If that's the case, let me delete it and let me just make it from scratch. It's not gonna be the same font, but whatever. Okay, let's do this. What I want to do is first I want to make sure everything is the right size. So let's do this. Oh, it's smaller for some reason. Okay, that's very good to know. That is very good to know. So this is essentially garbage. It's not big enough. Okay, so let me go back to the thing. Global. So let's try the other one. System, that should have been right under window. Here, I think this was it. Yeah, that looks like it. Frame 1. Put it under the anime guide. Not part 0, it's frame 1. And it's still bigger by a fair bit. Let's see what happens if I blow that up a bit. Will it get blurry? Yeah, that's blurry. So there's something wrong with this. This is really weird and really annoying. I don't know how to do this. That's clearly transitionary. I'm trying to think. Said all this relates to the text box, so how am I supposed to do this? This is really annoying. How did I get it originally though? That's so annoying. I don't know how I got it originally. I mean, I guess if I put it in front of a black background, maybe that should help, I think. Might help to an would it? Would that help? Or maybe I can mod something out. No, that wouldn't work. Not at least the way I want it to. Wait, I got an idea. I can mod it to be green. Yep, that can work actually. Here's an idea. This is a great idea. If it works at least. It will hopefully work. I hope. Now, what's the best way to do this is the question. Best way I think is, let me take a box around this big. I have to open up the other thing. So pictures. Green background. It said this is the proper color green that I need to use. Copy. And let's paste it everywhere. Turn the tolerance up to 100. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let me actually just see how the game reacts to this. I just want to see how the game's going to react. Okay, no, not template. Modding, no. Come on. Ripping tools, rip. No, mod, original. Actually, I'll just put it here. Frame1.png. Now, what I'm going to try is, let's go to that. Modding stuff, no. Ripping tools, mod, yeah, frame1. Frame1, original. Here. So this is frame1. Now what I need to do is I need to make a .tit of it. Let's delete the original. TID maker. This might work actually. Here, pack editor. The one thing is it might run into a glitch, which I'm really hoping won't happen. What the? Oh, wrong thing. It's under system. So pack editor, drag in the system. If that's the case, I don't think it's going to crash actually. System. So it's creating a new file, which will take a few minutes. Or not. That was a lot faster than I was thinking it would. And here, system.pack, copy. This is the original game folders. Paste. System 0. Original. This will either crash the game or work as intended, one or the other. Oh, 1 second. Try again. Rename to System 0 and let's launch the game. I don't know how the game's going to react to this. My hope is that it will replace the text box with a green screen, but I might also have to replace a few other files just in case. I'm not sure. That's why I'm doing just one. It didn't crash yet, which is a good sign, but I didn't try to load those textures yet, so it might not crash yet. Now let's see what happens if I do this. So this is probably not going to crash it. Good. Now what happens is if I load a cutscene, either it's going to crash it or work as intended. One or the other should happen. So it's not working as intended, meaning since it's labeled as frame, I think what's happening is that it's only editing the first frame. That's if I had to guess. So instead I have to edit the other one. So it's not under window, it should be under global. That actually makes more sense. Part 0, part 1. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense actually. Either that or no, would have had some change in that instance. Okay. Where is it? Global parts 0 here. What's menu? Oh. Let's copy part 0 and paste it into the temp folder. Wait, oh wait, no, I do want to override it. There. is it? Part 00. Perfect. It should be that one right there, I think. Let's just see what happens if I replace it. Good. Save as. Let's go to here. Current project temp. Parts 2, copy 1. Now that I have that, where did it go? Copy, and let's put it in the proper place. Here. No, that's not the proper place actually. Parts 2. Wait, no, here. Things are about to probably get a lot more noisy, so sorry about that. Yeah, things are about to get a lot more noisy. Delete the original. Where is the here? Pack editor. Data, I think. Yeah. System 0. Let's just do it from there. And it didn't make it for some reason, or I didn't drag it. Maybe, I don't know. TID maker. Here. Let's replace system with it. Here we go. Sorry I'm not talking too much in the chat, really, and just trying to make sure everything is good. Should be under piece of junk. Here, open a new window. Perfect. System.pack right here. Let's get rid of this one. Nope, it's open. Here. Copy the name. Delete the file. Rename this one. This one should work. Hopefully it works this time at least. That's at least my goal. If it works this time, then the idea is I could just green screen the actual name slots, which will make things a lot easier since the... Ooh, great. That's very annoying. That's gonna cause some problems. Okay, let me just delete this one. Okay, I know that that one works. So what I will do is pack editor. Let's do that. Where is it? Where is it? Here maybe? Yeah. Here, system.pack. Okay, hopefully that one worked. Actually, let me try something. I think this might be the cause of the issue. I'm gonna retry that because I think the fact that I renamed it is what's causing some issues. Okay, now let's try that. Should be under modded rebirth 1. Copy, paste. If that's the case, that will help a lot of things with me. Original system.pack. Okay, let's try it now. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? And it's working! There we go. Bingo. Okay, so it didn't crash. Now let's see if the mod worked. And if that actually worked, then I think I figured out a big issue I was having and how to solve it. Okay, it doesn't look like it modded it, but at least it didn't crash. I think what happened was actually is that the Neptune thing was just in front of a really dark thing in that case. If that is the case, I know a workaround actually that will be just as easy to do. Okay, so let's delete that one. Let's do this. Hi, Dad. Okay, so this might be just as easy to do, to be honest. I just have to figure out where it is, and then I can do it. Modded rebirth, no. Original game 00. Event, not background, character. No, not character, should be MP actually. Let me just double check. Perfect, okay. Wait, is that how I did it originally? I think that's how I did it originally. That actually makes a lot more sense. Okay, if that's how I did it originally. Yeah, I think that is. Okay. I will try it like this in that case. Multi-extractor should extract. Oh, wait, wrong file. Nope, accidentally dragged and dropped. Sorry that I am not paying attention to chat again, guys. I just want to make sure I actually get this thing to work. So 91 is Noir. Let me check 22. 22 is Neptune. Let's check 94. I think 94 is Blackheart. No, 94 is another Noir. This looks like it's from earlier in the game, though. Okay, I'll just drag both of them in. Okay, I need to go to the anime guide folder, rename it to text all one, just that way there's no conflict. Text all, let me do this as 91 actually. And the other one's 94. 94 again. Sorry for the background noise. I have to lower the mic volume for right now because of reasons, so sorry. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Everything is just insane in my family, so yeah. Anyways, mic's back up. If things go insane again, I might either just mute the mic again, or if it looks like it's gonna go on for a long time, I'll end the stream. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is I'm replacing all of Noir's parts with green screen models. The idea being that... Okay, I have to lower it again. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, everything is okay again. Again, so sorry about all this. Sorry I have to keep lowering it. Okay, where is the other folder? Here, 94 goes right here. No, I want to copy, not cut. Paste, delete, delete, here, Tide Maker, pack editor, and now I have to go to, where is it? Global data here. And it should be game 00. Oop, nope. Well, finally he's telling them to lower their voices. Okay, perfect. 91 and 94. That is good. Okay, let's save it as 1. And it should be coming up soon. So, no one's really commenting anymore. Is everyone just bored or something? I mean, I really just want to stream this just because of the fact that I have a nice amount of people watching right now, and also because I haven't uploaded in a while, so streaming is something I could do in between videos. There we go. If that is done, then let me go to data. No, not data. Need to go to... I closed it again. Of course I did. Modded here. 1.pack. Now I have to go to data, copy and paste. Copy that. Modded. Working. Try again. Good. Is that pasted? Good. Okay. Game 00. Hopefully this will work this time. Do I like Ubi? I mean, I think when I was a baby I liked Ubi. I just don't remember because I was a baby. Here we go. Again, sorry I wasn't really paying attention to chat. I'm just dealing with 80 different things right now, so... Here, let's see if this works. Please work, please work, please work, please work. Oh, here. And it crashed, of course it did. The thing is that it's only letting me either mod the backgrounds or the characters for some reason, which is very weird because that shouldn't be the case. So in order to remedy that, at least until I can figure out why that's happening, what I will do is I will just mod the characters. Okay, modded. Let's delete that one. Delete this one. And what I will do is, okay, let me delete this one actually, and let me just copy the original. Global? No. Why do I keep losing it? Why do I keep losing everything actually? Okay, here. Game 00, copy, wrong place, data, paste. Now at the same time, what I'm going to do is open up a pack editor, go to, still copying, so let's wait for it to finish. Here, game 00. This is 91, so this should work. The 94, this should work. This will take a bit longer because it's a larger file. Come on, let's go. Pack editor is kind of annoying because it takes a while depending on the file. Looking through the comments, and I guess Maddie likes Ubi. One man cast. I assume make plush videos for a living. Just reading through the comments a bit. That's done. Okay. So since that is done. Not the data wait, is it the data folder? That's the data folder. This is the mod folder. That's the other mod folder. Mod 1 here. I think I saved it as 1. Yeah, I saved that as 1. Okay, let's close this. Are there mods for V2? Yes and no. You can make a mod for V2, but you can't download a mod for V2. And the reason for that is because if you want to mod V2, is that you have to act like with most other games. You could just download a small file that's a couple megabytes that mods the game. With this, it's different because you have to download an entire modified .pack folder, which is around a gigabyte large, and also is the actual packed game files, which, I mean, some people might be willing to share it, but I wouldn't be willing to put that online publicly, even if it is compressed properly. Like, I'll put individual uncompressed assets, but I wouldn't put an entire .pack because the game is able to read that, and because of that, people could pirate it from there. Even though there are pirates of Neptunia out there, I just wouldn't feel comfortable with sharing that myself. So I would put individual assets up so that way you can mod it into your game yourself, but I wouldn't actually put an entire .pack up. 1, because it's a full gigabyte, and 2, because obviously for whatever. Have I heard of Camarilla Danson and Buri? I've heard of the whatever, it's something Danson, but I haven't heard of the second one. How so what? I'm assuming I might have answered that actually. What was I doing? Okay, here. Yes, so I edited that. Let's change this to original. Let's copy the name. Paste the name. How many people are gonna bother me today? It is so annoying. Okay, let's try it now. My hope is that it doesn't crash this time. All I want to happen is that Noir is green. I want her to be the Hulk. That's the entire point of this right here. And if that works, that's fine. This is more of a test than anything. I'm not expecting to be able to get the full name from this. I think I'm gonna have to run more tests. I bet you it's going to crash. Hey, it didn't crash. That means it's going to work probably. Bingo. Okay, so what it looks like the issue is, yeah, it looks like that the problem is, it's complicated, but I can see what the issue is. I don't know how I'm going to I know how. It's going to be a bit tricky though. Yeah, I could do this. It's just going to be a bit tricky. Have any of us heard of Stranger Things? I've heard of it. I have no idea what it's about, and I'm not really interested. Do I like SpongeBob? Yes, old SpongeBob is good. New SpongeBob is the epitome of garbage. So how am I going to properly do this? So instead of it being green, what I could do is... Actually, can I make her entirely transparent? No, actually, would that even help? Actually, would this help? If I do this, this might actually be better, believe it or not, if I do it like this. Let's give it a try at least. I think this is going to crash the game, but it's worth a try, and if this works, it'll make things a bit easier. Have I heard of Yokai Watch? Yes, I've heard of Yokai Watch. I'm not a fan of it. Here. Okay, let me just copy 91. There's 94, so let's go back to 91. Text all, delete these two, paste in 91 test, rename it, open up the mod, create a mod of it, 94, delete them two, 94, great. There. Okay. Let's rename it to text all. Here. Where is it? Mystery dash TID maker. Here. Okay. So the data. The data folder. Okay. Now what I have to do is I have to. Okay, let's reopen the pack editor. This is the original, so let's delete the modded one. Rename the original just actually, let's not rename the original, because if it crashes, I'll learn something interesting. Okay, here, textall.tid and textall.tid. Let's save over one with it, and that's it. Okay, so while that does its thing, let's see what's going on. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, wow. But as you can see, this is 2 hours just to get one part of the intro. So this is my point in that it takes so long to make each and every video. All this is just so that way I could get the name slot for Noir for the intro. All that's doing is that it is... All this is for is just to get the equivalent of this, but for Noir. That's the whole point of this. So as you can see, when I say that it takes a long time to make each video, I'm not kidding. I put a lot of work into this stuff. Okay, so that should have worked properly. Now I need to go to original. Okay, no, I don't need original rebirth 1. I need the modded folder and the data folder. Need to drag and drop this. Okay, let's copy this, and I'm hoping this will work good. If this works as I want, then it will help me a lot. Okay, have I watched the Yokai Watch anime? No, I haven't. I don't really have plans to either. I'm just not really into those kinds of shows. Like, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I grew up with that. I still even play it to some extent, but I never really liked Pokemon. I never liked any of those kinds of shows, really. Just Yu-Gi-Oh! Really. By the way, really annoying thing. You guys know how my computer is still busted? Oh yeah, it's still busted. I've been trying to fix that thing for 4 months. Everything you're seeing me do right here is off of my laptop. I'm not on my desktop right now. It's been busted for 4 stinking months, and I am still trying to fix it. Earlier today, I got a new motherboard shipped because after doing a whole bunch of tests, I think the issue is the motherboard, and as it turns out, I think they shipped me a dead board. Okay, so it didn't crash, which is a good sign. Bingo! Exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted, by the way. I'm not even joking. The reason being is because it covers this whole area right here. Now, if that's the case, I got it. I think I know what to do. I wanted it as a green because it would stand out, but now that I know that that works exactly as I want it to, and that it didn't crash the game, what I could do is something really interesting. So let's go to the Neptune one. Let's grab the correct color, and I'm going to paste the correct color over there. This is... Okay, 1 second. Bingo. Okay, so with that done, 91. Delete text all, and actually let's keep that for actually no, I don't even know what I'm doing. Anime guide 1. Let's just drag both of them in. Okay, where's the modded folder? Here. And I need to make a .tit of that. Cut that. Paste it to 94. Delete these two. Rename it. And make a .tit of it. And now I have to go back to the thing. So as you can see, modding Neptunia, while on paper it's actually pretty easy, in reality there's a lot of little things about it that makes it a lot more difficult than you might expect. Let me do it from the data folder again. Let me copy the name, but delete this one here. 94 and 91, and this should work. So all that was leading up just to this. So if anyone has any questions on the modding process, now that I actually know what I'm doing with this, like, I don't know all the intricacies, but if anyone has any questions on what I just did, really, ask away in the comments, so I'll answer it. I mean, I've done this on multiple streams and multiple videos before, so people that regularly watch my videos will know what I'm doing, but if anyone has any questions, just let me know. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of Pokemon clones and everything like that too. It's everything just trying to rip it off, and they've been doing it for like 20 years now. at the very least, they could actually just make it that Ash just catches, not like that he does what he wants to do. I forgot what he's trying to do because I'm half brain dead right now because of everything I'm doing. But my point being, I don't even know what my point is. When I don't even know what my point is, whatever. Your computer just got destroyed by viruses. If you have an issue with viruses, if you want, just private message me on Discord and I can help you. I'm not a expert, but I know what I'm doing. So if you want my Discord, I'll put it in chat. 1 second. How do I get my own Discord? Oh, there's a streamer mode? That's pretty cool. How do I grab my own thing? Okay, someone actually joined that fine. Okay, I might as well mention this now. I'll post it after, I guess. I might as well mention this now. Me and a couple other people are starting a project where the idea is we want to update the Neptunia wiki. The reason being is because it's horribly out of date. So if anyone is interested in helping to update the Neptunia wiki, I will put an invite in chat for you guys. Here. So if you guys want to, let me type it. If you want to help update the Neptunia wiki, join that chat. Okay, so if you guys are interested in that at all, just let me know, and I'm organizing everything. If I get enough members, we're gonna end up doing it, but if we can't get enough people to join on board, then it's not really gonna go anywhere. I'm really organizing everything, and I'm gonna help when I can, but where's Isti-sama? I mean, he was on the Discord right there. I think so. I don't know. Wait, I don't know. Just everyone you see there is who's there. I'm still trying to organize everything, and as you can see, I have my hands full with a whole bunch of things. That should be it, I think. Why do I keep on typing a D after rebirth? I don't know. Of course, I have it from something. I don't even know what it is, though. Wish they would bring back Sega. I really hope they get a sequel. Sega Hard Girls was probably my second favorite game in the series. The gameplay was horrible, but the writing was far and away the best in the series. Like, that was some good writing, having IF curse and everything. Speaking of cursing, I've been playing through Danganronpa V3. First off, horrible game. But Blonde's voice actress actually curses in that, which is very interesting because if I rip the audio files, perfect, exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. Okay. So because she curses, I could actually use, I already used that in some videos already, but I could actually use the sentences and I could manipulate them in a way to make it sound like she's saying things that she wouldn't normally say. The best part is that in the game, she's voiced by a character with a huge chest, and she always boasts about it, which is the opposite of her actual character in Neptunia, which it makes for some really interesting possibilities if you think about it. So now that that's done, I know how I am going to grab that for the other models in the future. That's going to be really annoying, but at least I know how to do it. Here. So, 3. Good. Now it's literally as simple as this. This is exactly what I wanted originally. And now it should be pretty easy. Oop. Hey. Piece of junk. pixels were don't show that. I know no pixels were selected. Bong curses she does curse in the original game, but not nearly as much. That's the thing. It's not like what they did in Danganronpa V3 where she curses every 2 seconds, and it's also not like in Sega Hard Girls where the way they do it is what makes it so amazing. Sega Hard Girls, they actually censored it, but what makes it so amazing is in how they delivered it. The way they did it was through the way it was written, and also through the actual framing of the sentence and everything like that was really well done. One of the funniest scenes in Neptunia, in my opinion. I don't think this is originally how I got it, but this is good enough. This is adequate. This is all I need. Even if I have to do it for each character, I'm only doing it on a need-to-need basis. So if I need it, then I grab it. If I don't need it, then I don't need to grab it. And I am almost done with this, and once I'm done with this, then that will make my life a whole lot easier. What the? Hey, he's a junk. This is why I wish I had my desktop. If I had my desktop, it would make things so much easier because I could use my other mouse. Right now I'm using a Logitech something. I just got this mouse recently. Logitech G703. Great mouse, by the way. This is a really good mouse. The one problem is I have a better mouse that I usually use with my main desktop. The reason I'm not using it right now is because that's a wired mouse and I'm using my laptop. And it's just easier with a wireless mouse on my laptop. That my other mouse has more buttons, it has more features, it has more everything. It's just more convenient. You guys know what I mean? More convenient. Here. There we go. And also because it's in 1920 by 1080, it should be also in the proper area of the screen. Have I ever heard of Poochie? He's a dog from the Yoshi series. Yes, I've heard of him. I don't really like the Yoshi series. It's okay, but I feel like it's too simple. I'm probably gonna get some flack for that, but that's just my opinion. Here we go. So now I just have to test it. So let's insert another video track, put it in the same location. I'm really hoping this works no problem. Mute this. From the looks of it, I have to adjust the location a bit. I don't know how that happened like that, but shouldn't be a problem with just some adjustments and stuff like that. I'll fix it later on for the template, but for right now, let me just get into place. Is the num here? There, okay. Let's check that. Okay, just a little bit more down. Put it at -20. Let's get a good preview. And that should be good. Okay. How do you add me on Discord? Is it possible to change the music? It might be. I've never tried changing the music of V2 because the music files are a bit different from the other files. I'll get my Discord in a second. So I didn't know about the streamer setting, so this is weird. Is there a way to turn it off? That's not giving me my username, which is really annoying. Okay, let's turn it off. Enable streamer mode, disable. I don't care. Here. I mean, I get why they have a streamer mode, but I really don't care. So, here. My Discord. So if you guys want to add me on Discord, go ahead. I chat a lot on Discord, by the way, so that's good to know if you guys want. So that seems to be good. The noir right there is very good, and that's exactly what I want. So let me rename the track. And that took That took almost 2 hours on the dot just to get the Noir name from the game to the video editor, just for perspective. Meaning, as you can see, it takes a really long time to make these videos, if you guys didn't believe me on how long and how hard it is to make these. So this one right here should be Neptune, I think. This one is Noir. And that's just one part of just the intro for this. Okay, luckily, the rest of this video should be smooth sailing. I'm probably going to stream for a lot longer now that I finished that, so I'm 2 hours in. I'm probably going to stream at least for another hour, believe it or not, because I am getting a lot done tonight. This is getting nice. Okay. So now that that's done, what I'm going to do is that... trying to think. Okay, first let me just delete all this, simply because it's a confusing mess. Now let me reopen all of them because I need to make it a confusing mess. El Otaku Semper Fi was here. Okay, I guess you were there. So I need to go into the template and I need to grab the text box files. Nope, wrong area. Text box files. So I don't think okay, actually I do need to re-grab those because you can see those edges look horrible. I guarantee the coloration's a bit off also. So let me re-grab those. That shouldn't take too long at all, to be honest. So, in order to do that, what I need to do first is I need to open up the modding tool. So first, let me just figure out which one I'm going to... actually, to make things easier, I don't need to do that. Yeah, this will actually make things easier. Here. Event, BG. That's the original, great. Okay, that's not what I want. Event. Okay, let's go to old. Event, BG. Perfect. Okay, now with that done, let me open a new window with the mod. So, modding no, not modding ripping tools, rip, mystery dash, pack editor. I hope they add more characters with the remake of V2. No, they're not adding more characters with this, sadly. What's even more annoying is that it's a VR game and they're porting it to... Wait, are they... No, I don't think they're... If they are porting it to PC, from what I've heard, it doesn't have Oculus Rift support, which is the most annoying thing, especially considering the fact that I have an Oculus Rift. I would kill to play Neptunia V2 in VR. Not because it's a good game. It's a decent game, but it has a lot of flaws. But because it's the best looking Neptunia game. Where am I going though? I need to actually open up the ripping tools mod. Okay. Then also I need to open up the data folder. Here. How are you not a fan of 5PB? She's great. Like, she's useless, but she's great. I don't know, I just like singing characters for some reason. Okay, game 000 characters. Then get a PSVR like you did. Not that hard. It's that I have an Oculus Rift, meaning why would I get another virtual reality headset all for one game? And then on top of that, I got a PS4 actually recently, but the only reason I got, and why is this not working? I got a PS4 recently, but the reason I got it was so that way I could play Project Diva. That's the only reason why I got it. Okay, that's good. Now go back to here. Let's do it as type, and let's get numbers 1 through 30. Drag and drop, save over 1.pack. because PlayStation has plenty of good VR games. So does Oculus. There's lots of great games on my Oculus Rift. Lots of great games that I can't play because my computer is busted and my laptop only has a GTX 960, which technically can run it, but because it's below the minimum spec requirements, runs it really, really bad to the point that's just not worth it. And plus, I can't record anything like that, which is even more annoying. I can barely record VR with all the different perspectives that I do, because I don't just do the VR perspective. I do the VR, I do face cam, I do a desktop, I do like 8 different perspectives, which kills the CPU. You have no idea how much CPU that takes up. And then there's the game on top of all that. So, yeah. It says that is done now. Here we go. Rebirth 1. Hopefully this will work, no problem. Only idle trash you liked was Love Live until its joke meme. I mean, I tried Love Live. I got like 10 episodes in, then I got bored and dropped it. You gotta go to sleep. Well, good night then. Nice being on stream. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Why is this not working right? Maybe been Danganronpa V3 was such a bad game. I don't know why people love it so much. It made no sense in the Danganronpa canon. Okay, it's that it trashed on everything that makes the game so good. It looks like I'm having issues with this. I'm gonna have to redo that one. I'm probably gonna make a rant video on that game once I get the chance. What? What? How did it launch in that case? Okay, something very strange just happened. This is weird, because apparently I forgot to transfer the game folder to over here, meaning it wasn't reading the assets. That is interesting, because it should have crashed, but it didn't crash. It's very interesting. Because it loaded up nothing, essentially. That's why the screen was black, because I didn't transfer it here. But then how come it didn't crash? That's so weird and interesting. That's really cool. This is why I love doing this kind of stuff. I figure out all these little things about the details of the game. If I knew how to code, I'd be able to do a lot more efficiently and faster and easier, and actually know what I'm doing, but I kind of really stink at coding. Like, I could barely code a game of checkers. That's how bad I am. This time it should load. Actually makes sense. The now loading screen is part of the system folders, and this is part of something else. But this is part of that folder, so that makes a lot of sense, actually. It doesn't make sense why it didn't crash, but it makes sense at least in terms of why it was able to launch. It's because it wasn't reading the files from that folder yet. Looks like it didn't crash, and it looks like there's a green screen. That's perfect. So I'm going to need to time this right. Ah, come on. I'm trying to think also, though. It would actually be better, because apparently those things are semi-transparent. So let me just go back and do this. So this is not going to take as long, because I know exactly what I need to do, and I know a trick for doing it. So, and you guys will actually learn something pretty interesting with this. What am I trying to do to change the game's text? I am making an intro for the next episode of the reference guide. If you haven't seen the reference guide, it's my main series on my channel, which takes forever to make, as you could see. And essentially I just go over all the references in the game and everything like that. And what's happening is I'm making a little skit intro using the characters and everything like that. So right now I'm using placeholder character models, meaning this character model is literally something I grabbed off Google Images. And what's going to happen is that eventually, once I ask the voice actors to reprise their roles, and once they send me the voice clips, I'm going to, I'm not going to, why not? I think it was you that mentioned that you're new to my channel, so might as well show you. So this is a special program called Live 2D. What this does is that it lets me, it's not meant for this, not specifically at least, but it lets me do it. It lets me recreate the animations from the game. And it lets me do it too. So I recently found a better way of doing it, but my point just being that this is at least the original process. Can I make a set model, and wait, can I make a set model of setting these things up without having to use Vegas? It's not that hard actually to set everything up. I just have a template, so that way it's drag and drop. I might do a video at some point just showing how to make your own template, but right now, as you can see, I'm really caught up with a lot of other things. It's that all you really need is the assets, and you have to know how the cutscenes actually work. As long as you have those two, the knowledge of how they work and the actual assets themselves, then you could do it yourself in just about any video editor. There is beta support for Premiere, but it barely works. So here is the program right here for that one guy that's new here. So essentially, I'm not going to go over how this works, but essentially, as you can see, I could recreate the character models, and it does allow for full lip sync and everything like that. It's really complicated. I don't really want to get too much into it because I want to get to the other things. Now, right now, what the idea is to create a fake cutscene with the characters in order to have a really, really cool intro. Yeah, it's no problem if you ask. If you have any questions, just let me know. Also, if it's that I can't make a template with Filmora for you since I just don't have that program and I'm busy with a bunch of other stuff, but if you have any issues and need help with something, then just let me know and I'll help you through that. I'm trying to think what I was doing. Okay, not the Photoshop. I'm going to need Photoshop in a second, but where is it? Here, the .tid folder. Okay, here. Green. So this is a really cool trick. It's a really, really good program. PMU the program. I'll just put it in chat. Make sure to download 3.0. 2.0 is utter garbage. I mean, even 3.0 is trash, but 2.0 is even worse. Yeah, so right now I'm doing Rebirth 1, but you could do it for any of the games, really. Because it's open. What's it open in? Maybe this? Yeah, it was open in that. Purple. So watch this. I'm going to turn it into the same purple screen as before. Now what I'm doing is, let me take all these, copy and paste, and all I have to do is open one of them. This is a really cool trick if you work with a lot of different files. Come on, open. And my passport should be under ripping tools, mod, original, old, event, BG, purple. Now all I have to do is open up one of them. Watch. And I navigate to the color I want to pick. So right here, let me grab the, so here's the correct color, and I copy and paste. Let me just do this though, simply because of the fact that this thing is really annoying. Oh my god, this thing is annoying. There. And now watch this. So I'm going to save as PNG this one. No compression. If you do compression, I'm not sure if it'll mess things up, but there's no point anyways. And now, if you look right here, What I want to do is, I don't know which background it is. All I know is that it's one of them between 1 and 30. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to delete these, copy, paste. I'm going to paste it a bunch of times. 7, 8, 9. And now watch this. Right click, bulk rename here. This is a special program you could download. I love Rebirth 3 a lot better than Rebirth 2. Rebirth 2 is not a bad game, but Rebirth 3 is my favorite game of all time. So this is a special program you could download. If you guys are interested in it, I could probably find a link for it. I don't know where I downloaded it from, but it's a very, very useful tool. Anyways, how it works is that it lets you bulk rename anything. You can see the sheer amount of settings you have here. So watch this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these, so everything that's not 01. I have to rename it to 02, 03, 04, so on. So let's do numbering. Start at 2. At. Okay, actually, 1 second. Let's remove the last certain characters. Okay, let's turn this off actually. And let's remove the last X amount of characters. Okay, let me rename this manually. Or not, doesn't matter, whatever. Okay, revert. If you know what you're doing, it's really easy. I just have to figure it out because I don't really use this too much, but when I do use it, it is a lifesaver. Okay, remove the last X amount of characters. Rename. Okay, let's do this one at a time in that case. At 5 increase, but no, at start at 2, increase by 1. Okay, none, perfect. Increase by, no. No. Insert, I guess. Let me just do, you know what, how about this? Here's a better way. Okay, remove the last X amount of characters. Then at that, do that. So that's that. Okay, that's good. I'm just trying to get it up and running right. Well, can I just replace all these? Replace. Okay. If that's the case, let me just delete these and redo it. So, it takes some time to figure it out, but whatever. It's not so tedious. It's that I don't know what I'm doing. You have to know how to do it properly. I just don't know how to do it properly because I don't use this as much as you would think. But when you do need it, it's a lifesaver. Eight, 9. Okay, here. Bulk rename here. It's that you have limitations on what you're able to do because it has to, each thing has to be a different name. That's why. Replace replace copy with nothing. Okay, now let's remove the last X amount. Good. This is exactly how I want to do it. Perfect. So start at 2. At where? Okay, that's a 0 at 1, 2. Oh, no. Just trying to see how I'm doing it right. Okay. Okay, at 0, start 0, increase 1. So at 1, increase by 1. Ah, this is annoying. This is really annoying how to figure it out. Add 1. Or maybe this, actually. Add 1. No, so that's adding, that's not incrementing. Actually, here, this would be a better idea. No. Okay. Start at 0. Add at 1, increase 1. Add 0, 0, 0. Wait, oh. Okay. Increase the brake maybe? No. Increase the pad. Bingo, there we go. That's exactly what I want. There we go, I figured it out. So that should help in the future, actually. So I need to make how many of these? So now I know how to do it at least. 51. $24, 30, 33. Let's just go already. $42. Oh, there's a count over there. 44, 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Copy, paste. And that's 51. Okay, so here's how I'm going to do it now instead. This makes a lot more sense. Bulk rename here. I didn't realize this trick initially. Okay, remove everything. The main idea is to do it from scratch. So at 0, increase 1, insert. Okay, at 1, and the padding. Bingo, there we go. So why didn't it work? So 1 through 9 didn't work. So if that's the case, bulk rename here. Okay, this is giving me some more issues. Let's select 9 of them. 10, 9 here. Here, so what am I doing? Okay. Bulk rename. Okay, so let's remove everything. At 1, start at 1, padding 4, increase by 1, that should be good. There we go. That took a lot longer than I was hoping, but that's because I really don't know what I'm doing. So, that's done. Mystery dash here. TID maker. This should take a minute or so. So once that is done, let's see what's gonna happen. It should work. Why is it taking so long? Is this thing working properly? Let's go. Okay, I will redo it, I guess, for 1551. Well, it didn't even do everything, really. Let's go, piece of junk. Ah, this is annoying. And it's done. With with that done, let's go to the pack editor. Let's put, oh my god, piece of junk. View, details, type. I only want 1 through 30. Copy. Need to put it back into the BG thing. And what's going to happen is I need to go to the data folder. Let's delete the original here. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, I will be right back. I'll be back in a minute, and once I get back, things will start getting interesting. Okay, I am back, guys. So, this is done, and now we could get started with some more interesting stuff. So, all I need to do is go to the mod folder, copy, oop, what am I doing? What the? Here, data, paste, and things will start getting more interesting. Yeah, if you need some specific mods that won't take too long, it's no problem, but it's that right now, as you can see, I'm caught up on so many things, so, if it won't take too long, I can make any mod you need, but if it'll take a while, then I can't really help, sadly. Okay, this should work. The idea being that I modded every single background in the game to be the same color of purple that I did for Noir. Reason being is so that way I could get the actual text box bottom area ripped better. I don't think this should crash. This should work no problem. Perfect. So this looks like it's black, but it's actually a purplish color. Okay, so small issue. Okay, so that is good. I have a thing of that. No, can't use that. Can't use that. Come on, R4, move over. Move over, you fat hog. There we go. And that should be good. And with that, I will exit out. Of course it crashes, not a big deal. Okay, now with that done, I'm going to need to bring into Vegas and then Photoshop. So, nope, not Game Maker. Here. Perfect. 1.1. And 1.2. Bingo. Okay. Now let's bring those into Photoshop. Do I like Max and Ruby? What's with you and ask me if I like all these kid shows? I don't really like those kid shows because I'm not really a kid anymore. Like, once you get to the point that you start modding games for fun, then you're not really a kid anymore. No, I don't want the text all. There. Perfect. Bingo. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Might need that. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Okay, so 1.1. Okay, let me adjust the canvas size to pixels 1920 by 400 from the bottom. Perfect. Let's cut that out. Wait, okay. Copy, paste, delete, delete. Good. .1. Okay, same thing with this. Canvas size pixels 1920 by 400 from the bottom. Proceed. Cut, paste, get rid of the locked background, delete this, and that should be almost good. 1.2. Now let's open both of those. Okay, let me redo that. Okay, it needs some higher tolerance. Let's put it at 15. Is that good enough? I will put it at 20 just to see what happens. No, 20 is a bit too high. Ten is good, other than this little area right here, which I will add manually. That is good enough. Okay, let's delete that. Now let's do the same thing for the other side. That's good by itself. And with that, it's good enough. Text box bottom. PNG. Bingo. That should be it. Okay, actually, one thing. Text box bottom, I need to separate them. Text box right. Wait, oops. Okay, and text box left. And that should be good. Let me check to make sure I have everything. Perfect. Text box bottom, right, and left. Neural media files. Video effects. No, not video effects. I need project media. Project media. Remove all unused stuff. So now I could actually get started on the actual video finally. All that was just setup stuff for the intro of this video. Okay, 1 second. Mute the noir one. What is wrong with this? Oh, it crashed, that's why. Makes a lot of sense. How many people are bothering me today? Come on. Yeah, let's recover and autosave. I think I just saved, but whatever. Here. Trim that. That's the start. Y is minus 341. Already know that. Now, how am I going to transition in? So first, let me make the track smaller so that way I can see what I'm doing. Now, the basic idea of this is to have a basic transition in. So I know that this is the end point, so what is this exactly? That's the auto. Okay, so that is independent, so we'll just leave that alone actually. These though, let's group and move over. Add this to group. Group, create new. Good. Okay. Now what I'm going to do from here is that's Neptunia Noir. This is the text box. And this is So I'm not going to do a perfect transition right now, but you're not bothering me. It's just that I'm like trying to focus on a couple things, so it's hard for me to really respond to comments. Do I like Warachu? I'm kind of split on him. Not the best character, but not really a horrible character. Nothing for me to really dislike. So okay, so this needs to go in the background. Rename text box bottom and text box bottom. Okay, so right here is where it needs to no, right here. So now you're going to see how this works really. So let's put in its initial position, minus 341, and minus 341. That's where it's supposed to go. Now what's going to happen is, let's have it be around a full half a second, I guess. So that should be 15 frames. I should be working 60 FPS, but I'm not. Let me just change it to 30. Whatever. Okay, I don't like how it defaults to that, but whatever. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 frames in split. What the? Split and split. That's 15 frames in. Now, right here, put a point there. And a point here. Now to go back. Okay, let's put it at, how much is minus 50, I guess? No, that's forward. So let's do 300, 500. 500's good. And minus 450, I guess. Let's see how that looks. That looks good. 500 and minus 450. So this is minus 500 and minus 450. And let's check the transition. That's perfect. Bingo. Exactly what I wanted. Now once that transition's in, then I don't need to worry about that anymore because I have this as the bottom area. And great. 0 minus 341. 0 minus 341. Let me just double check that nothing got messed up. Bingo, that's exactly what I want. Have I heard of Kirby's Return to Dreamland? Heard of it. I might have played it. I'm not even sure if I played that. So once that transitions in, then there's the text box. So let's just see what happens if I just do it like this. Interesting. Let's try this. Okay, the text box needs to go up a bit. That means the name slots have to go up a bit. That looks good so far. You're going to your stream? Well, have fun with that then. Good luck. Have a good one with that. Clear. These are the name slots. So Neptune one, I can move over, so that way I don't have to worry about it. This one, the text box that I need. This is Noir that I need, but I need it later actually. Let's do another 15 frames in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And let's do it a 10 frame transition. We'll just see how that looks. This is supposed to transition in. That is good enough. It's actually pretty good. Let's make this a lot longer. Let's make Noir a lot longer. Make this a lot longer just so that way I have everything good. I just want to make sure everything looks nice and good. Okay, the name slot needs to be longer. And I think that's it for today, to be honest. I've been streaming for, what is it now? Nearly 3 hours. Oh god. Oh god, that was exhausting. So what did I get done today? I got part of the intro done. That's it. That's how long it takes to make this stuff. So far it's coming out good, which I will admit I like. Before I go though, I don't want it to stand out too much. Yes, I think this is good. No sound yet, barely any animation, but overall it looks good. This is coming out pretty good so far. Yeah, this is actually coming out great now that I take a look at it. That's the perfect transition in, and I think I could get it even better. Perfect. Okay. I think I'm going to end the stream there after 3 hours. So I was going to do a practice run of the no blinking thing later, but I'm too tired to do that. So I'll probably do that maybe Tuesday or something. I'm going to aim for half an hour on the practice run. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.